Welcome back everybody to Tulio Studio, and today we will be making Barley from Onward out of polymer clay. So let's get started. So first we're going to start with some aluminum foil, and this will work so that way we don't have to use a ton of clay to make his body thicker. So I'm using some light blue I made with some blue and white, just trying to get a nice skin color since they're not peach. And this will be the neck. I thought making the neck will be good so that way we can get part of the shirt where you can see his neck. Now just rolling out a thin piece of black clay, and this will be the collar to his black shirt. Just wrapping it around and making sure it's attached to the blue clay. Just cutting that. Just cutting out a small little triangle, and that will be where his chest is. Making it a little bit bigger. That's good. Now I'm taking another piece of black clay, a little bit thicker, and this will be his belly part, or stomach. Now I've coated it all in black clay, and I'm just cutting off the bottom part, so that way his body isn't too long. Now just taking little pieces of black clay, and these will be his short sleeves, which he has on his shirt. Adding another one for his other sleeve. Now that it's cooked, I'm just taking out the aluminum foil at the bottom so we can add the shorts. Now I'm using a gold paint marker, and I'm just adding the little design he has on his shirt. I don't know what this design is supposed to represent, so I just tried to follow what I saw. So we've got that part of it done. Now we're working on the shorts. I've got two pieces of green clay that I made using leaf green with normal green clay mixed together, because I want the shorts to be a nice greenish but not too green. Just putting a little hole or a dent where his legs will go. Now we're making his pockets, and so we need a thin piece of clay, but we don't want it too thick and we don't want it too thin. So we're just going to attach it to the side of the leg, make sure it looks like it's part of his shorts. Now this will be the flap that goes over his pocket, so just using my tool to make sure that's attached, and then using a razor to cut it. So there we go. Did that to both sides. So now once the shorts are baked, we're working on the arms. So again, working with the same clay I used for the neck. So just sizing up the arm and cutting it. This will be where the shoulder is. There we go. This hand will be holding a bottle, so we need it more bent than the other one. There we go. We don't want it too long. Adding the little brown leather, I'm not sure what you'd call it, band on his arm. There, and now that we've made both the arms, we can start on the hands. I have some more blue clay, and I'm just using that for the hands. Just making sure that it's attached to the already dried or already baked piece of clay. Just making sure. There we go, just sizing it up. And this orange will be the cup he's holding. So just, we don't want to make it too small, but we don't want to make it too big, so just making it a good size. Making sure it will fit in his hand. There we go. Making his fingers. I'm going to try to make his fingers mostly all the same. We'll cut them a little bit shorter later. Just making sure they'll all fit on his hand. There we go. Cutting his fingers to the right size. Now just rounding off the ends so they're not square and ugly. Putting the cup in his hand. I added a small piece of white clay to the top of the cup for the cup's top. Giving him his thumb. Now we're working on the second hand, and this one I just made the same way. Okay, so now I'm just making his finger that he'll be pointing with. Gotta bend down all the other ones, adding a dent so that it looks better. Now his finger was a little bit long and skinny, so I just shortened it down some, adding his thumb. There we go. We're done with those. Now we're working on his legs. I just took a cone of blue clay and I'm adding that dent, and that will be where his knee is. Making sure they'll fit. Yeah, they look about right. Making sure they'll hold him. So an idea I had to make the socks was to take blue and purple and layer them on top of each other, so that way when I would cut into them, they would be striped, so that way I can make his socks. But it didn't really work out that way. It sort of marbled, I guess you could say. So I ended up not using this idea, and I just went with using white socks. Yeah. So just adding the white for the sock at the bottom of his leg. Now I'm just flattening out some white, and this will go some on a small portion of his leg to be the actual sock. There, just like that. Just cutting off the ends so it's not too long. And this will be the shoe. I'm just cutting off a small portion of the top of it, so that way the sock will fit into it. There we go, just like that. Just cutting it the right size. We don't want it too long because there's going to be white, because his shoe is partially white, so we're going to have another white spot at the end. This is the side of his shoe, and we're just going to add that. We don't want to make it too thick. Just cutting off the extras. And this will be the front of his shoe, so just trying to make it look right. We're not going to use all of the black. There we go. Just making sure that looks good. There we go. Just making sure it's attached. Did the same to the other foot. Now we're adding the white at the end of his shoe. And these are the white, I'm not sure what you call them, shoelaces or white stripes. I think they're shoelaces. So I was gonna show how I made the vest, but we sadly lost the footage. So I'm antiquing the sides of the vest with white, so it looks like the jean sweater he wears. Just rubbing the paint I don't want off. There we go. I need it to look kind of white and fraying at the ends. I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial on how I made barley out of polymer clay. So I'll be posting the second half of this video next week. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you'll be notified when I post that half and more videos. So, as always, like or dislike with anything you liked or disliked. Hit the subscribe button, comment down below. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on this video and what other characters you think I should make out of Lego and polymer clay. So see you guys in the next video.